Alright, hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Go podcast. I'm Rob.
I am Jen!
The Beast must die on the Muppet Show tonight. I'm David.
GATTAI!
And yes, it is one of our traditional between seasons we're watching whatever episodes. And on this occasion, with Robots in Disguise ending, the Wheel of Fortune has spun, and it hit bankrupt.
Yeah.
Pat Sajak is looking at us with pity in his eyes, because we were watching Transformers Go.
I suggested this, and honestly, it would have been... I mean,
and
originally...
we're still upset with you.
Yeah, originally, the idea of these between-season things was to check in on, like, something else, like, relevant. Like, we did some of the Japanese Beast Wars stuff, and...
Or just contemporary cartoons.
Yeah,
other
other things that were
time.
contemporary. At this point, I think we would be having to watch, like, Steven Universe or something. So the thing is, the series is forgettable enough that we forgot to do it between, for instance, Prime and Robots in Disguise, which is when it would have been actually appropriate. But this is a good look at, like, what was going on in Japan around the same time. And, so yeah, Transformers Go, super forgettable. It was a toy line that they did in Japan around Beast Hunters. It had a bunch of Beast Hunters toys.
With new heads.
This couple episodes we see, there's fairly prominent use of that, like, Abominus Combiner that I think was just sold as a gift set through Target.
Well, it was sold as a gift set through Target, but you could also get the individual guys. Just as like single carded guys.
Oh, I think I built it individually.
So it's very like to sell toys. It's a very to sell toys line, and I believe the show, the wiki breaks down what was going on with the show, but it was kind of just like a magazine pack-in DVD feature kind of thing.
And in fact, they got this instead of the third season of Prime.
Man, it sucks to be them.
What?
So they didn't get Beast Hunters at all? They
did not.
This? Wow. So kind of like how they didn't get Rebirth, they just got Headmasters, but worse.
But this is worse. That's an entire season traded for this most toy commercial.
Pretty good season. Like, Beast Hunters, it did veer into a little bit of what I was complaining about with the fetch quests, but it was not bad. I mean, all the stuff with Predaking was pretty cool, and he had, like, a super cool voice actor, and...
Yeah.
Nope. They got GATTAI!
Screaming and crashing into things.
Yeah, and
this might be like the most Japanese Transformers series ever.
You say that it's a Japanese toy commercial series.
Yeah,
ever.
I mean, I'm certainly not going to criticize any culture for wanting to have something that's entirely for their own audience. I don't think everything should have to be for a worldwide audience. But sometimes when
it's not
sometimes
bad.
when it gets this far, it feels a little nationalistic, but maybe that's just...
So much about the execution here is the problem.
Maybe that's just because it's 2023 and we are facing rising nationalism throughout the world. But the important thing is that it's pretty close to an Energon level of animation here. Like, the robots do not have mouths.
It's worse than Energon.
It is, because at least in Energon, the robots had mouths that moved. The art style...
Problem number one.
The art style is more stylized.
I mean, even though those like, their facial expressions were mouth open and mouth closed, but that's still more than you're getting here.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of cutting corners in the budget, especially in the CG section. Well, because people and backgrounds are hand animated, normal stuff. The robots are CG, and
the human characters.
Adventure's better than some shows, but like there's so limited.
The human characters are a lot more stylized than you would have had with Unicron trilogy stuff, which is
they're very main character of show for small boys to sell toys.
Yes, it's definitely a design that you would expect from its time. It's like a
later season of the Yu-Gi-Oh shows.
Yes, a mid-2010s.
Yeah, I felt like at any moment someone could pull out a Beyblade.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, very, very much.
Beyblade kids are a little squatter, but very similar.
But all the robots are CG. It's just CG overcell animation. Again, much like the style of Energon or Galaxy Force / Cybertron.
As was the style of the time.
Yes.
Or Dinosaurs?
It does.
I got big Dinosaurs vibes off this. Which is not a compliment. I still think that's the worst thing we've ever watched.
Yes, this is not as bad as Dinosaurs, but that it reminds us of it isn't a good sign.
Yeah, it's not great. So just the fact that the robots have faces and their mouths don't move.
Yeah, it's so shocking. Like I remember watching an episode when this was originally came out, and I'd forgotten I thought their faces would move. It's like, because the first one we see is Optimus Prime talking. I thought, oh, it's an internal monologue, but then we see other robots, their faces aren't moving. It's like, oh no.
Actually, when we see Optimus Prime, it reminded me a lot of that one clip that I ended up taking out of Victory and posting on Twitter with just the caption, "Victory is so good, y'all." That's just Saber. It just does the do-do-do-do-do-do, and then Saber is just watching some lights on a map on a monitor and looking dull surprise, and then do-do-do-do-do-do. And that's what it reminded me a lot of.
Yeah, there's so many classic of budget anime to sell toys things in this, of cutting corners animation-wise to get the most time out of the fewest cells.
Yes. But also, the story isn't great either. So anyway,
there's a story?
Yeah, do we want to break that down, Rob? You ready? You ready to take us into this?
Yeah, sure, Rob. This should be like 2 minutes.
All right, I'm ready. This is going to be. I know it's going to be like summarizing, Infinite Jest or something.
So we watched the first 2 episodes. The series is it's samurai and shinobi, and it's split into 2 different kids with their own Autobot groups they hang out with. But it's only a few a few episodes of each, and it's we could probably do the entire series as an episode if we
we do the entire series
if we hated ourselves
in
more.
4 episodes or less.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's popular demand, we can certainly look at the Shinobi chapter. Apparently these were both associated with different magazines in Japan.
Yeah. Oh, that's why it's weird and different. Because the episode feels like an episode already happened, but it's just it's a side story to this side story.
Yeah, well, they're both going on at the same time, I guess.
Yeah.
I was thinking that maybe instead of watching just the first 2 episodes of Samurai, we should watch the first episode of Samurai and the first episode of Shinobi. But
maybe we should have.
If the first episode of Shinobi was anything like the first episode of Samurai, it would have just been a solid 20 minutes of transformation sequences. So at least here we touch on the story in the second episode. Lightly touching on a story.
Anyway, Rob.
So yeah, first episode, triple combination, Swordbot, Samurai. The first aired July 1st, 2013, Canada Day.
Ooh.
And we open with an annoying child and his father. And we're hiking around Mount Fuji.
I don't know if it's just the art style or if it actually is, but the kids here seem younger than our usual Transformer companion children by a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're dealing with 8-year-olds instead of our usual 12-year-olds.
I guess the adults we do see kind of look younger and shorter, too, except for the grandpa, but he's also short.
Most of the adults we see are like wizened old men.
Yeah.
So, they're hiking around Mount Fuji. This kid kicks a rock in there, and his father goes, oh, no, you don't want to awaken the mountain gods. I was like, come on, that's crap, you know it.
Come on.
Spoilers, the mountain gods are now angry.
Yes, because indeed he does awaken the mountain gods, in which case this is Dragotron, their version of Predaking.
It's Predaking with an extremely Beast Megatron head.
Yes, all these guys got new heads, and I will say these recolors do look pretty cool.
Yeah, some of them I was tempted, but they were expensive, and they're still kind of expensive.
Mm-hmm. I mean, all those Prime Predacon toys were pretty cool. Yeah. So, in new colors, that's also pretty nice. He awakens, and then he signals the 4 Oni Predacons to awaken. I guess they all run an independent comics company in America.
Yes.
Got to publish those issues of Clerks and
that
Johnny
is
the
absolutely
Homicide.
the only comic I was about to reference.
I was about to reference a different one that I remembered was actually slave labor graphics, so...
Definitely read about those in Wizard magazine.
I'm just thinking about Scott Pilgrim.
There you go.
Oh, that's right, that was Oni
Dark
too,
Horse?
wasn't it?
Maybe it's just more recently Dark Horse.
I think maybe Dark Horse maybe published the trades.
That's probably what I'm thinking of, because working in bookstores, I was dealing more directly with the trades.
Or they did the color one, I thought.
Maybe they did the color one.
And as befitting the extremely Japanese nature of this show, these guys all have extremely Japanese names. You got Budora, Bakudora, Gaidora, and Judora.
Guess what Dora stands for?
Is it dragon?
Yes.
The Explorer.
It's like Kakuryu and Hyoryu and... I don't know.
Yeah, Ryo is a different kind of dragon. Dora's probably a different kind of dragon category, but it's also like what dragon tiles are called in Mahjong.
Okay.
Whereas, of course, we know that Ryo just dances on the sand.
Yes. That's a different kind of thing entirely.
What else do we have to blame on Ryo?
All of the romance subplots in Gem.
So meanwhile, at the Autobot base, Optimus Prime is there in his Season 3 design, because I assume they sold that toy there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he sees a bunch of Predacon energy signatures. And
he just looks at the screen.
Stands there with no facial expression or without moving his mouth. I don't know why they didn't just give him the faceplate.
It's definitely not clear whether this is internal monologue or something he is actually saying out loud to himself, because there's literally no way to distinguish if there's not another character there to have heard it.
Because he's certainly not moving at all.
No.
Also, he looks weird.
He does look
His face is too long and not in an Earthspark way.
Like the Prime character designs look good in animation. They do not translate to what this animation is doing.
No, it's not great.
Not quite. Or maybe it is just the Mahjong tiles. I don't know. Google is confusing me now.
But in addition to these Predacon energy signatures, there are also a bunch of blue dots. What could those be?
What are these lights?
Meanwhile, cut to Tokyo, and our small, annoying child, Isami Tatawaki. He's learning some kendo from his grandfather.
Yes.
That is what this is, right? Kendo? With he's got the bamboo swords.
He seems to be generally a more traditionalist protagonist. On the shinobi side of things, I don't know, that kid looked a lot more interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, that kid is definitely about to duel.
He's about to tap into the heart of cards. But this kid is wearing more like traditional just traditional Japanese stuff.
Oh, yeah, Tobio is the other kid.
Well, I guess this guy's the samurai, and the other guy is the ninja. And I guess that is appropriate, because the samurai were sort of more traditional, and the ninjas were like Japanese hillbillies, sort of?
No, they're more like secret spies, ninjas.
Were they extreme?
Well, some of them were hillbillies, yes, but it's basically like if you wanted someone to do more of a secretive mission that isn't out on the field, you send a samurai who's actually a ninja.
Okay.
It's like a lot of samurais or ninjas started out as samurai, or yes, some of them were like weird field hands and things that just picked up weapons and started murdering people.
But also
maybe myth.
Entire ninja thing in modern culture is way off the rails.
Well, yeah, because it's become marketing.
Yes.
Yeah, my samurai knowledge is mostly limited to having seen a couple of Kurosawa movies.
Well, that does help.
I did read a decent chunk of Usagi Yojimbo.
And as far as ninjas go, I have read a bunch of Frank Miller comics.
Well, filter through Frank Miller's no.
Oh no,
probably not a good idea.
And I watched a bunch of 80s movies from Canon Films.
Ooh,
yeah.
There you go.
I don't think there's going to be
one of which definitely has the most erotic V8 scene you will ever see in a.
You mean grotesque V8 scene
on celluloid?
I do not care for this.
No, Ninja 3 to Domination. Just say no to V8.
I will.
Anyway.
I feel that I've probably mentioned this clip on the show before, but...
I think so. As someone who used to compromise to drink a glass of V8 to get out of eating green beans as a child, I don't want to have anything to do with this scene. I can tell already. I didn't care for green beans.
Anyway, so they're doing some kendo sparring here, and his grandfather, who has an enormous, hilarious mustache.
Of course, he does.
And he tells me, you can't, you know that an enemy can attack at any time, which pretty much proves itself as two enormous monster Predacons attack.
Yes, which Grandpa insists
because they're after their dojo's sacred mirror, which is actually a Legendisc.
A laser disc?
Which, I believe they may have stolen these from the anime Monster Rancher.
Yes, it's CD sized. I
could go down to the antique mall down the street and pick up a laser disc of Weekend at Bernie's. You think the Predacons want that?
Maybe, or they're actually about the size and shape also of the disc beasts from Kamen Rider Hibiki, which I think was around the same...
I mean, it is clearly just... They don't acknowledge this, but you look at it and it's clearly just a CD/DVD.
Yeah.
Their family's holy mirror is a CD, and at no point did they notice this when, optical media became predominant.
Oh no, Hibiki was like a decade earlier.
And I will also note that the pattern on these really looks like the War for Cybertron cassette guys who turned into little hockey pucks.
That also occurred to me because of course I have the rewind, and it's that very similar sort of design. It definitely looks like something that if it was passed down through generations, at some point somebody should have said, "Hey, this looks super modern and that's weird." But they did not.
Yeah, why does this say Mad Men Season 3, Disc 2?
Yes.
Alright, so they're rampaging. His his grandfather tells him to protect... I assume his grandfather isn't killed here.
But we don't see him again.
Yeah, apparently he turns up later.
Oh, okay.
But I thought apparently he is going to turn up in a later episode. But I kind of assumed that is he dead here? That's kind of hardcore for this show.
I mean that honestly is not that off for Japanese kids entertainment.
Yeah.
Parents and grandparents are just
does realize that
dropping dead all over the place and that stuff. It's crazy.
That as he's running through the city and these monsters following him, they're trashing more and more of the city. So then we cut to... I assume that this is these are actual Tokyo landmarks we're looking at here?
Some of them are. They might have names. There's a sign building game on it. I think is the Gamers building that used to be somewhere in Tokyo.
That would definitely fit the vibe of what Takara was into at the time, because they had that time. It was around here when they had like all those primes that were just based on different regions.
Oh yeah, the prefectural ones.
Oh
yeah.
right, like the city mascots.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I definitely think that was what Takara was trying to do at the time. So these are probably based on real places.
I mean, they absolutely should do that in the U.S. You know, give me Chicago Prime.
Oh,
Who I guess you turned into like the Bluesmobile.
there you go. That would be cool. DC Prime is just Senator Ratbat. Republic Senator.
Like he would turn into like the president's car, the Beast.
There you go. There you go. But also, he would definitely be a senator.
Anyway, so this is, a bunch of energy stuff happens, and this is the summoning of the Swordbot samurai team, Kenzan, Jinbu, and Gano.
In a very weird
it totally looks like the
thing.
kid gets hit by lightning and dies, but no,
Yeah.
he
Yes.
gets hit by lightning and turns some vehicles into Transformers.
He scans alt modes with his eyes and then spits out 3 new Transformers. It's very odd.
It is kind of weird.
Yeah, like I'm not entirely clear like where they were prior to this.
In the disc? Question
Like,
mark?
were they buried? Were they in the space between spaces?
Look, these are questions that this 10-minute episode does not have time for. They need to jam more transformation sequences in here.
Well, yes.
They sure do. So we got a car, we got a police car, we got a fire truck, and we got a fighter jet.
Yeah.
It's like half of the rescue bots with none of the personality.
Yeah. The translation choices for the fire truck seem to suggest that he has an even more like old-fashioned-y way of speaking than even the other two.
Yes, he probably has more of an accent, or
That is all the character you get.
well, he's also a fire truck firefighter.
Yes.
That is a thing. He's a big, strong one. He at least has more personality than the other two.
And apparently they're based on various kinds of samurai philosophy, which I
Sure.
do not know anything about.
Sort of makes sense, sure. I don't know. 2-sword guy, spear guy, and firefighter.
So, pretty quickly these Predacons then just turn a bunch of like nearby cars into the Terracons, who are, I guess, just drones in this, and just like made out of random junk.
The
Oh, great,
Dark
they're like
Jackie Army.
They're like Seacons in Master Force.
Yeah, they are
Yeah,
a
you
lot
got
like...
Durara, Barara, Burara, Garara, Jurara.
Garara.
It is a lot like...
Does this mean anything in particular, or are these just like weird monster names?
I assume it's probably like the Dino King, Dino Force, and Victory, where their names just meant like something dragon, like Sharp Dragon was the Triceratops, and yeah. So it probably
Wiki...
translates to some kind of dragon.
Wiki ain't giving me anything. They just all end in rah-rah.
Maybe that's like onomatopoeia, because they're monsters, so they go rawr.
Probably.
Maybe. That is entirely possible that the beginning of the name is a Japanese word that describes some quality of that particular one, and then rah-rah is just monster sound.
I will say the colors are okay, although I think I prefer the Terracon colors they had.
Yeah, either or.
I do love some Terracon colors. I do love some 1987 colors a lot,
Yes.
as a rule.
I think, didn't we find out fairly recently that it was actually like a woman who was like Hasbro's Transformers color designer at the time?
I think there was something about that, which is cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not familiar with that, look through specifically the Decepticon catalog in like 1987 and 1988, and you will see the birth of bisexual lighting.
So much teal and magenta. So much. Looks so good.
Anyway, so fighting ensues. These drones combine into Abominus, or I guess Goradora.
Yeah, he rhymes.
Goradora, the Gora Explorer. And they don't even get, like, a combination sequence. They just kind of, like, swoosh into an energy blob.
Yeah.
And then reform into the guy.
Look, those guys are a lower price point. They don't get as much of a transformation sequence.
But considering how often they do it, in these 2 episodes, they're the ones that do all the fighting on the bad guy's side.
Yep, in true Transformers, at least anime tradition, the leader stands back and makes all his underlings do the fighting.
Well, fighting in quotes in that they swing at the Autobots and then just get murdered.
Swing and a miss. Anyway, fight.
So yeah, there's a whole lot of announcing attacks.
GATTAI!
And now the Swordbots combine in an extremely toyetic fashion. Did anybody have these toys?
No, I was tempted to get at least, like, the shark ninja one, because he looked cool. He was a shark submarine, but I never actually did get around. Because they're massively compromised for the combined mode, so that it's shirt pants with 3 guys. And that's a little awkward. They're nothing but torso and big legs.
And I think they've all got, like, big voice boxes in them.
Oh, they have sounds, too? Jeez.
Yes. And yeah, everybody, like, a couple guys who we know got them, and nobody cared much for them.
Yeah, I think, like, I heard that, like, the Sharkbot was maybe the best of them, which is
I remember,
another reason I considered him, but I didn't want to get all, like, 3 of any
I
of them.
remember seeing them at a BotCon at the time and just being like, yep, that's a thing. I have to go buy a bunch more ridiculous third-party things that I absolutely don't need.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that these are so toyetically animated that we get, like, the ridiculous amount of, like, robot kibble on the underside of the jet guy.
Yeah, the character models are better than the toys proportion-wise, because the toys are more leg and torso and itty-bitty arms, but yeah, it's kind of neat that they combine in, like, Getter Robo style, change Getter 1, 2, and 3. So it's not a bad idea, it's just the rest of the episode.
So yeah, they use their finishing move on this guy, he's destroyed, but then the bad guy just makes another one, and they have to combine in a different way.
And kill him again, and again, and again.
And then he does it a third time.
Just so I can show off all 3 combinations of the 3 Swordbots in the first episode to sell toys.
You have to make sure that people see that. And by people, I mean kids.
It's the idea, oh yeah, we have to sell toys, but we can't even have the build-up of 1 each episode, 1 combination each episode. No, we got to show them all off.
Squeeze them in there.
Yeah, I mean, you're selling these toys the whole time.
Transformations are half of this eepisode runtime.
Oh god, it is stock footage, the television show.
Yeah. It is so to sell toys.
Anyway, he finally takes the fight to these 2 Predacons, and a huge explosion ensues, and then suddenly we're in the past, in samurai days.
We've been isekai'd! Hooray!
Oh no. No!
Does that mean they're all dead?
No, you don't always die in isekai. In most modern ones, yes, but...
Just usually.
Sometimes you're bodily transported.
Huh. Well, watching this is making me wish I was dead and subsequently transport samurai days. Except all the women will have.
But they're only there for like 30 seconds, and then they come right back for reasons.
Yeah, it's more like a Miss Ikai, if you get my drift.
But
More like Sword Artless Online.
Hate Sword Art Online.
I don't know a lot of isekai. Anyway. So yeah,
they do
notice
Log
that each
Horizon.
of these...
I haven't watched that one yet.
Each of these 2 samurai armies do indeed have a Legendisc on their standards.
Beyblades are ancient!
And then they just end up back in the present.
Log Horizon is like Sword Art Online for people who played on RP servers.
As people who played actual MMOs, unlike the writer of Sword Art Online.
Yes. Anyway, they have these discs. Maybe these are old AOL installation discs. Who knows?
Oh man, they're all battling each other. I must have the 500 hours of AOL.
Now I want to write a story where someone has to go back in time and find an AOL installation disk because it holds something that they need to, like, save something.
I mean, if you go back in time to, like, 1998, it'll be a very short story. I'm just going to... Oh.
It's a short trip.
Oh, I'm going to the corner. Oh, okay, I got one.
It's a very short trip.
There's one sitting in the backseat of this car.
Let me look in this garbage can. I got, like, 3 of them.
Shit, I probably still have one in the back of a drawer.
I mean, it's impossible that that upon autopsying someone who lived through 1998, their body might contain fragments of an AOL install disk.
Entirely possible. That's where all the microplastics came from.
And it also explains why I make weird modem noises if I get too close to a microwave. So, the Swordbots are, they introduce, oh, hey, we're Transformers, and you have to fight the Predacons with us. Who are the Predacons? Why have they been here since time immemorial? Who cares? This episode's almost over.
Also, there's this other kid who dresses way better than you, and I guess you know him?
It's my friend, who is a ninja and anime protagonist, and, oh, hey, he is also palled up with 3 giant robots, except those ones are ninjas.
The end.
Those are specifically Hishomaru, Sensumaru, and Gekasumaru.
Sensu? I thought it was Sensu.
You got a shark, you got a bird, and what's the third guy?
Lion.
He is indeed a lion. Although looking at these toy pictures, you can't see that I'm doing air quotes around lion.
Yeah, he's all lion head with some limbs stuck on.
It's like under 3. Good old under 3.
So thankfully we're done. Oh wait, no, we're not, because we did 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, it'll be shorter because it's the same thing again, mostly.
This is true. Alright, so this is Pursue the Legendiscs. This first aired August 1st, 2013, so you had to wait a whole month for this.
Oh man.
Yeah, in a monthly magazine.
Oh yeah, I guess it came out with a magazine. That's crazy.
Yeah. That you could see the entire magazine budget on the screen. Or I guess Takara Tomi's budget.
So it turns out in the past month, these robots just built an entire secret robot base in his basement.
Yeah, he's like, did you just remodel my home without asking? And they're like, just the basement.
Nobody goes in the basement.
It's fine.
Secret base in the backyard.
So yeah, the whole team is there, and they're also doing a Zoom with Ninja Kid and his ninja pals.
Tobio Fuma.
And hey, meet this is Optimus Prime. He is also here, and again, his mouth not moving.
Well, he's on Zoom. He's not actually there. Or is he at this point?
I believe I pressed the wrong button. I am not a cat.
He's at 144p and a cat.
So we are discussing where exactly all these legend discs are. So there are 5 in total. One of them is embedded in Dragotron's body.
Sure. Just like we were saying with AOL discs.
Yes. One of them you have, one of them the Ninja Kid has, and then 2 of them have been thrown back in time.
Back in time.
So I have a question. If you need a thing that is back in time, why can't you just find where the thing is now?
Yeah.
And not time travel. Also, nothing in Transformers Prime, or really the aligned continuity as a whole, established that time travel was a thing you just did.
Yeah, it's very... the way it's described vaguely seems like in this show, like, if it exists in the past, it can't exist now. Because
somebody needs to call Judge Renslayer, because he really needs to get involved here. Y'all are just running around putting things where they don't belong. Putting your AOL discs...
If it means pruning this show, I'm all for it.
People are running around leaving AOL discs around feudal Japan, and it's not okay.
We're just going to spaghettify the entire cast of this show.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Put them in a big cube, making them into a meat slurry.
Just squish them.
Kind of sad we didn't get to see the after effects of the cube in some way, but I mean, I understand why.
is so good, though.
I think it's almost better not to know.
Yeah. Also, B-15
like what
is
you
the
imagine
best.
is probably worse than they can put on Disney Plus.
She needs an Emmy. She deserves an Emmy.
What I was imagining is like floating in the middle of the room was like a 3-inch cube that's just deep red.
No, I think it's just a slurry on the floor.
Yeah, you just like open up a can of Spam, and that's what it is.
Oh no! Oh. Yeah, it's probably just that in the middle of the room.
Oh,
yeah.
Just like a hockey puck of potted meat.
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually scarier than my blood pool in the cube form. Just Spam. Oh,
it's not good.
I have Spam in the house. I was thinking of having that for breakfast.
Miss Minutes was so excited. Anyway, sorry, Loki spoilers.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So it turns out somebody else is zooming in on this because there is a little iron butterfly on the kid's back that is spying on the whole thing.
Butterfly
for the bad guys.
Yeah.
So now they know they need to go back in time.
Which wasn't there was it like Navi or something was a butterfly in one of the Beast Wars animes?
Yeah, I think that was like the evil bad guy computer, maybe?
The D-Navi?
Or something
like that.
D-Navi?
Or Dinavi, as they called her at the Pulse live stream, or the Pulse stream this week. Dinavi.
No. So, and yeah, you can just use these Legendiscs to time travel, because why not?
We have to bring him to a spot where one of the discs was in the past, and that
there's a
timey-wimey magic.
There's a running joke in the Cerebro podcast that you can't understand time travel if you're too gay, and I'm definitely too gay to understand time travel in this show.
Oh.
It's true. That's why only straight people like that movie Primer.
And that's why Rachel Summers tends to get lost doing it too much.
Primer gave me a headache, and then I looked at the chart.
That is why she was stuck in Cable's timeline for a decade.
Yeah, Cable can mostly manage it because he's merely bisexual.
Is that because he's biomechanical?
Maybe. Bishop is fine because Bishop is pretty straight, so he manages okay, but Rachel gets lost for a decade in the wrong timeline because she's too gay to understand time travel. I am definitely, I'm lost in this show. We're just gonna jump back in time.
But then how do you explain Doctor Who?
That's a different thing entirely.
I'm not entirely sure that the Doctor understands time travel because he's constantly getting lost.
Yes.
Well, okay, I guess he does have a box for that.
Yes.
Yeah, he's like, today we're going to this paradise planet. Oh no, we're actually at the eruption of Vesuvius.
What's all this then?
Anyway, bad news because there's this big building in Tokyo. I assume this is a real building.
Presumably, I think so. Is it Tokyo Tower?
It's the Tokyo Sky Tree.
Oh, the Sky Tree. Yeah, that thing.
Anyway, it is disappearing like it is one of Marty McFly's siblings. And then this is also causing a giant Predacon symbol to appear on the ground.
Yeah, that part is inexplicable. But yes, apparently the Predacons have already gone to the past and they are altering the present. Again, I don't know how any of this works.
Pray they do not alter it further.
Yes.
Yeah. So they indeed go to the past themselves, and they meet Musashi Miyamoto, I assume actual historical figure.
Yep.
Yes.
Who's used in so many damn different things because he's one of the most famous swordsmen of all time.
Yes, I assume as the namesake of Miyamoto Usagi, which is Usagi Yojimbo's actual name.
He's also the main character in a bunch of anime and video games.
Yes. It's basically...
And this character model is very unflattering.
Yeah,
it's basically like going back to the
dumb.
Wild West and meeting Doc Holliday and just having a little robot-oriented adventure for 10 minutes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I rag on this, but if there was a Transformers series that was about like going back to the Wild West and meeting like Wyatt Earp, that'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool.
But yeah, this character model is doing this guy no favors.
No.
Oh, wait, is it Netflix is making an Onimusha series based upon the old game Onimusha? The main character is Miyamoto Musashi.
That's a thing I've heard of.
You're like, that name rings a bell.
Yes, Jean Reno is in Onimusha 2, the game. Maybe it was 3.
Wait, Jean Reno, the French actor?
I forget what the character's name, but his likeness and voice...
He's in a video game?
Is in one of the Onimusha sequels, yes.
Sure.
I assume playing some sort of sinister Frenchman who is...
Probably? Wait, let me...
Oh man, I love evil Frenchmen. See also...
I can't spell his fucking name.
American Godzilla movie.
Yeah, Onimusha 3. Let me find the box art and... Look in chat. It's fucking Jean Reno. As Jean Reno. In a video game.
Well, that is extremely Jean... Okay, I guess I didn't I thought this was maybe like an older video game. I was thinking like...
Well...
Super Nintendo Jean Reno.
No, it's PlayStation 2.
Okay.
Which now is a retro console. Sorry. But...
Oh, that faint sound is me crumbling into dust, like the guy at the end of Last Crusade.
Yeah. It's not great.
But yeah, anyway, that's Jean Reno and Miyamoto Musashi there together.
So Miyamoto, he has a sacred mirror that has been stolen from him, and he wants it back. And surprise, it is yet another Legendisc, because they show him theirs, and they're like, it looks very familiar, but mine is of a different color.
Good job, good detective work. A+.
Oh wait, no, I guess he isn't the main character, huh? He's in the games anyway. Miyamoto Musashi, whatever. It's been a long time since I played them.
So, he's going to get this disc back, and he's pretty sure that he can beat these Predacons, even though he's just a guy with a sword. And
totally good against robots, though, because, samurai.
Meanwhile, these two Predacons are hanging around. They attempt to characterize them one a little, because one is all, hey, why don't I just stick around here and, conquer medieval Japan?
I am the Starscream of the group.
And it's like, are you going to betray our leaders? Like, maybe not.
We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling.
End of characterization.
Yes. That's enough of that.
Because, Musashi attacks these guys, as do the samurai team. Musashi just gets smacked aside, which is a little amusing.
Yeah.
I mean, he is literally just a human, so...
So once more, this guy just... They just turn some rocks and dirt into these Terrorcons. They attack.
The Dark Jackie army.
And then the burning justice of this kid awakens the Legendisc, which allows them to merge, ?
Yeah.
And once again, this fight with this combiner is not terribly interesting. It's just the same thing over and over again.
It's literally...
What is kind of cool...
It's literally half the same scenes from the first episode. Just with a different background plate.
Although there is some comment about, he may look exactly the same, but he's actually powered up.
Yes, oh my god. That pissed me off so much.
This is in no way indicated in the animation.
That literally made me angry. That he's like, he may look the same, but he is actually powered up. I'm like, fuck you.
Maybe you can have him glow or fire some beams or make him bigger. Anything.
No, that takes effort.
Anything at all.
Maybe they did make him bigger?
The slightest bit of effort.
It was hard to tell on the limited animation.
It's bad, and it made me feel bad.
I will say what is kind of cool here, though, is that Musashi climbs one of these Predacons and straight up stabs him in the eyeball.
Yeah, that was kind of neat. Okay,
that was something.
Apparently my confusion is that in the Netflix version of Onimusha, Miyamoto Musashi is the main character. He just wasn't the main character of the games. And they modeled him after Toshiro Mifune. See previous comments about Akira Kurosawa movies.
Yeah, and I mean, he kind of looks like him in this as well. Kind of. He's got the sideburns.
Yeah, well, because Toshiro Mifune made that famous as a samurai, and Sanjuro Yojimbo.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a thing he had or if that was a thing that samurai were known for.
Old-time scruffy hair, it sort of makes sense. But Toshiro Mifune is way more handsome than this cartoon dude.
Yeah. Anyone is.
Yeah, so he tries to grab the Legendisc, gets knocked aside, and then everybody gets transported back to the present. They don't have the Legendisc, but at least time has not been destroyed.
Yeah.
So that's nice. That's something, at least.
And, that is pretty much the end of this episode. And, thankfully, the end of our torment. For now.
Yeah, we didn't know exactly what we were doing until the last minute for this in-between seasons thing. And then one of us figured out, oh yeah, what about that Go thing? It's like, oh yeah, we can do that.
That's right. Wasn't there an entire other thing in Japan that happened at the end of Prime instead of
we forgot to mention
the third season of Prime?
And then I looked up and it's like, oh, they're half-length episodes. There's only 10 of them total. Oh, we might actually just do all of them between seasons. No. 2 of them that are so much the same episode right after another. It's like, do we want 8 more of those for like 3 or 4 more episodes? No.
It's not great.
Maybe we'll try the ninjas at one point.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see.
Like, it doesn't annoy me as much as those Netflix Transformers shows.
Yeah.
No, at least, I mean, the thing is, this is not for us.
Yes.
This is very much to sell toys to kids in Japan. Whereas the Netflix thing was attempting to get a bigger audience and is dumber.
Yes.
That fell into that whole trying to be adult thing that just sometimes works, but very rarely.
Yeah. Badly done grim and edgy is way worse than badly done goofy for kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yes, I apologize for subjecting everyone to that. I had not watched it previously. I probably still would have suggested it, even if I did understand just how bad it was, but...
Yeah. I vaguely remembered how bad it was.
You know, like I said, it's always interesting to see what else was going on in the franchise at the same time. Japan was having a normal one.
Actually, okay, it does make sense as like, oh, you're a little kid, you're buying a magazine, but you're not getting it every month. You get 15 minutes of robot stuff to sell toys that could be entertaining. It works as that. Not much else, but it works as toy commercial sold in a magazine. Which is a great to say about it, but...
But hey, good news, everybody. We're now done this. We don't have to think about it again until we decide to do the ninja one. Or by popular demand. If you want to see us complete the rest of this and possibly destroy our minds in the process, let us know.
The entire thing is 10 episodes, so it could be worse.
10, 15-minute episodes. It's brief. Very brief.
But that now brings us to David's Tokusatsu Corner. Speaking of Japan.
No, it doesn't. It's a between seasons episode. Fuck it.
Okay, then. This does not bring us to David's Tokusatsu Corner. This brings us to the end of the episode.
We've had quite enough of Japan for this week.
Oh, one of the ninja episodes has a monkey.
Ooh,
well, maybe we'll have to do that one.
Monkey.
Is it like a historical Japanese monkey?
Apparently, it is the ninja kid getting picked up by a ninja guy, and the ninja guy is also carrying a monkey.
Sure.
Okay, I thought maybe it was like Hanuman or something.
No, I don't think so. There doesn't appear to be a wiki page for the monkey.
Aw, that's sad.
Somebody's sleeping on the job.
Yeah.
Gotta get him on that.
All right, well, that is it for us for this week. We'll be back next week with the grand return and the final season of Transformers Rescue Bots. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
Aw, time to go back to some very good kids.
Mm-hmm.
We are headed back to Griffin Rock. But until then, you can find us all over the internet. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We are on Mastodon. We are on Blue Sky. And we also have a Patreon.
Yes, we are hosted on iaconunderground.net, where we have a Patreon set up to help with hosting expenses. That is patreon.com/iaconunderground. Every month we do a special episode. We have not, as of this recording, decided what we're doing for November yet, but for October we had a very fun road trip to New Jersey to join the Extreme Ghostbusters in meeting the Jersey Devil. We had our Jersey Devil expert, David, tell us about Jersey Devil lore, so you get to hear us saying, "Fuck this baby." and it was... Fuck this baby.
It was a fun one, yeah.
It was a lot of fun. So yeah, for as little as $1 a month, you can listen to those. Those are honestly, they're fun every month. They're a lot of fun every month.
Yes.
So that is patreon.com/iaconunderground.
All right. So until next time, we're going back to Griffin Rock after a time jump, and we find that some new romantic entanglements have ensued.
Ooh.
Oh no. Oh no. Danny, stop being on Hallmark movies.
Oh no, it is not that. I guess it is a romance that previously existed, but let's just say it's more codified now.
Oh no.
Oh.
Somebody has a new sister.
Dun dun dun.
So until then, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
Down in Griffin Rock. Down in Griffin Rock. I'm David.